Welcome to this course tour for EDTC 6536, Instructional Technology and Information Management. I'm Jason Rhode, your course instructor, and I just wanted to take a few moments to briefly walk you through the course and point out not only the different information areas of the course where you can find things located, but also the different activities that we'll be participating throughout the course. As an online course, the course will be housed within the Blackboard learning management system, and so once you log into Blackboard, you'll then access the course. You'll then see the front page of our course, which is an announcements page, and this will have the most current news or information that I've posted as far as announcements. For example, here you see on the front page the listing and information to access our online orientation session that we have coming up this first week of the course, as well as other older announcements can be found here on the front page. By default, you'll see announcements for the first 7 days of the course, and then after that they're cycled through onto these other tabs. There's a tab for the last 30 days of announcements, as well as a tab to view all announcements. So at any point in time you can access the announcements right here when you first log into the course. I will be posting news to the announcements area, and if it's a pressing announcement that I need you to get right away, I may also email it to you simultaneously. But all the announcements are archived here for your convenience and access. On the left-hand side, you see this colored bar with a series of links. This is our course navigation menu, and the first link at the top you see is the announcements link, and this will at any point in time take you to the front page of our course, which is the announcements area. Underneath that, the next link in our course navigation menu is the course info link, and here you can find information general to our course, things that apply to the course as a whole, such as our syllabus. I'll record a second presentation specific to the syllabus, but in general you can click on the link to the syllabus to view the syllabus. You can scroll through it, or you can use the links that are provided to jump to different components of the course at any point in time, as well as you can print a copy, or you can go back to the previous area of the course syllabus or in the course where you were at. So go ahead and print out the syllabus if you'd like. However, you will have a copy here at all times within the course info area of the course. Secondly, there's also a course schedule, which this is a one-page listing of the breakdown of our course, the different projects, reading assignments, and then deadlines for the various activities. So if you'd like to print that off, you can print a one-page copy and have that at your fingertips. In addition, I put together a Google Calendar version of the course schedule, and there's a link that's provided, as well as I've embedded it inside of our course info area of the course. And so at any point in time you can see, kind of in a graphical calendar view, the different requirements, different activities that we have going on, and deadlines of when different assignments are due. If you happen to be a Google user, you can subscribe to our Google Calendar for our class, and then have these different deadlines appear right on your personal Google Calendar, or even sign up for updates to have, for example, a text message sent to you when there's an upcoming deadline. So that's something optional. You can take advantage if you'd like, but that is there. Underneath that, then, you'll also find a few additional links to some other standards. We'll be looking at the National Educational Technology Standards for students and teachers. It's kind of our underlying standards for our course, things that we'll be working towards fostering, and so those links are available there as well. Next, in our course navigation menu, you'll see a link for instructor info, and this is just a page with information about me. You can find my contact information, email, phone, and so forth. So feel free to get in touch. Next is a modules area, and our course is divided into 8 modules along with an orientation module. And so for each module, you will have it'll appear as the module becomes available. The folder will appear, and inside of that folder then you'll find a listing of the various information items for that week, starting with a module overview and activities. Like the syllabus, this is a kind of a printable view of everything that you need to know for the course for this particular module. An overview, some activities, listing of the different study activities, and then assignments and discussion for the module. And again, it's printable if you'd like to print out a hard copy. But in addition, then you'll also find links to some other supplemental resources that I'll maybe posting for that week. It will vary from module to module, but those will be available. And then in addition, also links to the different assignments. So each week you'll be participating in some discussion assignments. You'll be participating in some reflection, self-assessments and such. And links to all of those activities will appear right here in the particular module. For example, if it is a discussion assignment, you can actually click on the link that's provided, and it'll take you right to that discussion board. Or if it's a posting to our course blog, which we'll get to in a minute, it'll take you right to there as well. So think of the modules area as really the place to really find everything you need for that given module. You'll notice that in the title of each module folder, I have the dates of when we'll be working on that particular module. New modules will become available per the schedule, course schedule, and they become available at 12 a.m. on the day that the module begins. So you can look for those at that time. Next, there is a link for projects. Really, there are two projects for this course. One is a technology enhanced learning activity, and the other is a personal productivity project. One is a personal project, and the other is a group project. And so within these folders, that's where you'll find information, samples, everything that you're going to need, as well as links to submit the projects. They'll all become available when at the different times in the course when you'll be turning those in. So look for information about the projects in each of these folders. For one of the projects, as I mentioned, we will be splitting into teams, and more information will be coming about that as we start Module 1. But just be on the lookout when we do split into teams. Here you'll find your team areas, links to your team tools. All of that information will be provided in the teams area of the course. Next, in the course menu, we have the discussion board. The discussion board is a very important way for us to communicate asynchronously, meaning not at the same time, and there are several different forums already available. There's a help forum if you have a question about some aspect of the course, or whether it's a technical nature or just a general question. Please post that inside of the help forum. You would just click on the name of the forum, and then you would add a new thread. And a thread is basically a new topic within the discussion board. In addition, there is, for each week, there will be a discussion forum as well as a reflection forum, and those will be spelled out and very obvious to you as we move forward in the course. There's also a cyber cafe, a place where you can have off-topic discussions if you just want to ask a question or share a comment of general nature. You can do that in the cyber cafe. Next is the course blog, and each week you will be locating an additional resource that does support the readings that are required from our text each week. You'll be writing a summary as well as providing a link to that resource. It could be an article, it could be a website, it could be a blog posting or a podcast episode, anything that would help strengthen the topic for the week and provide an additional resource for all of us to glean from. You'll be posting those summaries here as new entries here in the course blog. So I'd like you to locate the course blog and locate that first blog posting, welcome to the course blog posting, and add a new comment. If you scroll down to the bottom of the posting, you'll see a comments link, and it's a place where you can add a new comment to the posting. It's a way of having nice dialogue with the author of each of these postings. The other thing that's really nice about a blog as opposed to just a discussion board is that it has what's called an RSS feed, and it makes it possible for you to subscribe and receive new updates automatically. And in this initial blog posting that you'll find, I've included some links to several short videos that explain RSS, what it is, as well as kind of how to get started subscribing to course blog so that you don't have to log into Blackboard to receive the new updates. So if you have further questions about our course blog or subscribing, make sure to post those in the help forum, and I'll be sure to respond to those at that time. Next is our course podcast, and I will be using a podcast as a way to provide periodic updates and introductions to each of our modules. I'll be doing that using our course podcast, and so one of the things you'll want to do is subscribe to our course podcast, and I'd recommend using iTunes. It's a free podcatcher software. Basically, you subscribe or download iTunes, and then after doing so, you can subscribe to our course podcast by clicking the iTunes button here, and that will launch iTunes. It will subscribe you to our podcast, and it'll download the latest episode. But we'll have also the archive of all of our episodes will be here on this page that you can access at any time during the course. Finally, the final three links that I want to mention here in the menu, I'm not going to go to them, but the next link you'll see is the Grade Center, and this is a link to see your grades that you've earned so far in the course. They'll be provided here in the Grade Center, so you can see your progress at any time, as well as links to the SPU library and online learning help. So feel free to take advantage of those resources as necessary. So thanks for taking the time to watch this tour. If you have more questions after viewing the tour, feel free to post those in the help forum within the discussion board, and I look forward to talking to you again real soon.